Okay then, what we're going to do is do some thinning of paint. Okay, we've got our little miniature here. Okay, we're going to go over black base coat and a white base coat. The colour we're going to use is, oh, I can't see that, it was Regal Blue. Okay, we've got some Tamiya thinners, a little mixing palette, and some water. Okay, so let's go. Okay then, first of all, paint the shake. Okay, get a good glob on there. Just stick my paintbrush in. So I've got about that much paint on there. Okay, put it on the your mixing palette, and then all I do is get my paintbrush and dip it into the thinners, so it covers the whole thing, and then you've got at least 1, 2 drops, maybe about 3 drops, I think. 3 drops, and then mix it all in like so. Okay, and that's about, maybe a wee bit more actually. 1 more drop and mix it in. So that's the paint mixed. Okay, to give it a little bit more, thin it out a little bit more, use a bit more thinners or a bit of water, but probably better off with thinners or alcohol. Alright, so that's us thinned our paint out. Okay, wipe off the excess with your mixing brush, wash that off. Okay, and then we'll do black first, the black side. Let's tighten this in. Okay, so there's the blue paint. Okay, you see the sort of thickness that's there. Okay, and then we'll just paint our mini. Okay, here we go. And then just slap it on. If you're looking at the black shoulder pad, okay, when you're actually painting it over the black, you'll want to be giving it 2 or 3 coats of this at least, minimum. Just make sure you've got an even coat all over there. Okay, and then my old favourite, just to help out the drying process, hair dryer. Okay, once that's dry, it takes seconds. Okay, another coat. I mean, you can just see there. Okay, it's the coat itself isn't too bad. I mean, you still see a bit of black showing through there. So what I'll do is I'll put another coat on. Okay, so here we go. This is just an old mini that I've base coated the shoulder pads black using Vallejo black primer. First time ever used, and it was pretty good. Okay, and that's given it a pretty good coating. Nice and uniform, pretty simple, dry pretty quick, and that was only 2 coats, thinned out with about 3 or 4 drops of thinners to 1 paintbrush load of blue paint. Okay, now we're going to the white, and we'll do the same thing. And what I'm going to do is, just going to add in another little bit of drop of thinners to the paint because it was in the way of the hairdryer, so I'll just add that just to thin it out a little bit more because it's probably dried up a bit. Okay, wipe off some of the excess, and then crack on with the white. Now when you go over the white, you'll obviously see a lot more of the white shown through, so you'll see it in a minute. It's probably a better idea for the coats that you'll need to cover. You see the thickness of the paint on there as well. Okay, and that's a good overall base coat. We'll dry that off. Okay, you can actually see what I'm talking about there. Whereas you've got your black shoulder pad, it's quite it's uniformly covered, but that was with 2 coats. The white with 1 coat, and you can still see some of the white showing through. So what we'll do is we'll cover that again, get some more paint, cover that up. Now you'll see it disappear now, the white, because it's already got a previous coat on there. And over white you might need 1 or 2 more coats than you would with the black, obviously because it's a brighter base coat. You need to cover it up. Okay, you can just see there how it's the white paint still showing through at the top of the shoulder pad, because obviously with gravity the pigment's getting pulled down to the bottom. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll give that another little coat. Not so much in the recesses, just to cover the white bit. And obviously the thinner the coat, the smoother it will go on, and the more coats, the smoother the paint job will be. Let's dry that off. Okay, that's the the miniature finished. Okay, black shoulder, I'll get my pointer, black shoulder pad, okay, and white shoulder pad. Now with the black shoulder pad you might not be able to see it as much on the video. Okay, it's definitely a darker colour overall than the white shoulder pad, because it's just on the raised points of the shoulder pad you can just see a little bit of the white coming through. Now I've used that to an effect with my Pedro Cantor with the blue, and all because I painted him white first, and with Vulcan the Salamanders I painted him white, and then went over him with green, and my Imperial Fists white and then yellow. Excuse me, and that gives you a little bit of sort of highlighting underneath before you put any extra highlighting on top of it. You can actually see the difference there between the 2 shoulder pads, and then you can just choose which one you want to use. I prefer usually going over the white than going over the black. The black tends to make it look a lot darker. And there we have it, blue. Now that technique works just as well with any other colour, obviously not white or black, but any other colour. Cool. Just whilst we're on camera, I'll stick him to one side. Mucking around with some Vallejo liquid golds, painting up some sword brethren, and I just thought I'd let you see this. Okay, that's copper, base coat, then red gold, a layer on top of that, and then an old gold layer on top of that, and the effect that it's given is a nice smooth gold rather than the GW's metallics paints, which gives it a little bit of a grainy look. This is the first time I've used it, but the things I noticed with it is if you're not using a lot of the actual paint, it dries out quite quick. So using alcohol to thin it out, you need to do that quite a few times, and I found it drying on the paintbrush if I wasn't getting it right straight on the model first time. Incidentally, the ribs in between the armour, they were done with liquid silver and then inked with black ink. Obviously the shininess will go away when you spray it with purity seal, but not a bad effect. Definitely liking the gold though, very very good. Anything else I can see whilst I'm on here? That's about it. Cool. Oh, just a comparison with the what should we call it, the Vallejo liquid gold and the GW metallic gold. The one on the left looks a lot dirtier and grimier and a bit worn, whereas the one on the right seems to be a bit newer. It's up to you which one you like best. I'm going with this one, but there's not to say that this one isn't a look you might want to go for. But they turned out not too bad. Right. Orders out.